get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll bleed on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. I'll take smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you, choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty.
Well, hello. Who might be up here?
Why, it might be me.
Okay, hold on. Let me put on my second face. How is everybody doing? Sarah, Shy, Dorothy, my snog sister, Donna Lee, and a few other people should be coming in. So I brought up Jane today, fellow PCANer, oh, my cousin's here. Hey, Amber. Tell everybody how we met, Jane, before we go into this short montage.
Well, first of all, I just wanted to say Happy New Year to everybody. It's been a rough year for a lot of people, and I'm hoping that this new year will be better for everyone. I know a lot of people through the community, so it's kind of nice to see everyone and say hello. Me and Jen, we met, don't laugh, we met when I was following Clint long ago, and Clint and I became friends, where he then moved to Ohio to my Jen. And little by little, Jen and I started becoming friends. We had one hiccup in the many years we've been friends, and took quite a while away from each other, over a year. But then she called me and we worked it out. And ever since, we are very honest with each other, and we are going to do our best to
Peas and
grow.
carrots.
What, baby?
Okay. I said
Yes.
peas and carrots.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and turn the floor over to you so you can explain what I posted on my community tab and kind of let everybody know what it is that you're doing and what you're, just tell everybody about it. And I'm going to sit here and mute out for once.
Okay, but Jen, do me one favor. If you
Yes,
see
ma'am.
if you see any questions from anyone, you could interrupt me. I'm not going to be long up here. I don't want to bore anybody, but I hopefully can help a few people. And so if you see any questions, because I'm on an iPad and I don't know if I'll see everything, but you could interrupt me and I'll answer any questions from anyone.
Absolutely. I'll start bringing them up as they start asking. Okay, Jane?
Okay, great.
Okay, you can ask Jane anything but her bra size and her phone number.
Yes.
Okay, go on.
Okay, 36C. No, I'm kidding. I'm sorry.
Oh my God, so am I. Go on.
Great. I'm sorry I have an avatar. I just came from work, but if all of you could just envision a tall brunette, runway model, stunningly gorgeous, that's not me. But you can, we can dream. But anyway, I'm sorry for the avatar. I see my bestie Cheryl is in chat. Thank you for being here. Thank you, everybody. Okay, I'm going to be quick because I don't want to bore anyone, and I don't like when people are on panel too long as it is. So I'm going to do it real quick.
Well, you're the one who had to tell what your bra size was, so we might bring in some more people. So
True.
Thank you.
I did digress. I'm very sorry about the bra size. Okay, so listen, I got a few DMs on IG, and a few people were asking, Jane, what the hell are you talking about with garage sales, with yard sales? We don't know
Hold on, her phone's cutting out, I think. Are you there, Jane? Jane.
I'm here.
Okay, there you are. I'm gonna let
I'm
me
here.
out. Okay, just pick up because you went off for just a second.
Okay, so a few people DM'd me. They asked me about garage sales and yard sales and what the hell am I talking about? So I spoke to a few people, and then Jen called me up, asked me if I'd come speak for just a few minutes, and I said I would. So if you could hear me, I'll just quickly tell you my kind of thing I do on the side, and if it helps anyone, then that'll be great. So you could hear me? Everything's cool? Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. I was letting Mia out.
Okay, honey, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, good. Look, this is new to me. I've never done this. So, okay, here we go. Just to give you a quick background to anyone that is listening, I was a manager and a finance, bookkeeper for a consignment store years ago. This consignment store was a very high-end consignment store. So I was only allowed to accept high labeled items like Chanel or Louis Vuitton, the high designer labels. But women would come in with their clothing. I would accept the high designers, but what to do with the rest? What to do with J. Crew? What to do with Ann Taylor? I love those labels. I'm fine with all of that. These ladies said to me, throw it out. Throw it all out. I said to them, I'm not throwing out anything. So what I did was I took those clothes and I put a bin in the store, and anything that's sold from the non-designers, I would give to St. Jude's. So that's how it started. That's how I started learning. After that, I started on my own going to different tag sales or church sales or temple sales, and I would find really beautiful things for nothing. Is that my phone? No, that's you. Okay.
No, it's me. What year did you start doing this, if you don't mind?
Okay, so I'm talking at least a decade, but I really started getting into it the last 5 years. So I would go, Jen, you're bothering me now.
How am I bothering you?
I don't know, you're crackling something in my ear.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me mute. I'm sorry. This is my
That's
first
all right,
time.
but I keep moving my iPad and I'm afraid it's going in and out. So
I'll be gentle. It's our first time. I'm going to mute.
be gentle with me. Yes. So okay, so anyway, I was looking around tag sales and garage sales and temples and churches and whatever, and I would find beautiful things for nothing. And I'm telling you, it is so worth it if you're into it. But for anyone that's listening that wants to start something like this, I would tell you that you are now in your house or apartment, you are sitting on hundreds of dollars. You may not think you are, you are. You really, really are. And we can start slow. I can tell you a simple thing to start. We have several months before spring happens, and spring is a beautiful time to have a tag sale. I think Jen may have put some pictures up on her tab to kind of give you an idea of how extensive I get, but you don't have to do that. Everyone could start small. Sorry, that's my Ring camera.
That's okay.
Everyone can start small. We could start lightly, and I swear to you, you will make money. And cash is king, and you will make cash. Let me just read the chat in case anybody has anything. Cheryl is right. I do send her all of my crazy finds. And she's like, what do you mean you got a Tory Burch for nothing? What do you mean you got a vintage Gucci? What the hell are you doing? And I get in my car and I just go hopping, 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 and I get this stuff. Okay, so to make it quick, I get all this stuff. I
Tell
have
me
a
about the
house.
perfume bottle.
Yes, that's a
Sorry.
good example. I found a Joe Malone full size, beautiful perfume.
Yep.
And I get first pick of everything. So I tried it. I did not like it on me. So I sold it. And I do sell online. I'm not even going to mention my name there. I'm just going to say that I sell on with my daughter. We have a small business and I sell what I find, what I don't want to keep for myself. So this perfume I got for $3, I sold it for 90. So you guys can do the same thing. You can do the same thing I'm doing, but I won't get into pricing today. I don't want to get too overwhelming for anybody, but I
Right.
just want to tell you guys how I started. And then if you guys have any questions, you can ask or you can DM me. I'm not asking for a dime. There's not going to be any cash apps for me. I'm not selling anything. I just want to help. I know a lot of people could use a little help during this time of year. And if you guys are home, that's the exact place you could start. So you don't have to even leave your house. So
Dreamer
when
says I must be the only one who has never been into labels.
right, I never was either until I ran this consignment store. And then I'm like, wow, people really care about this stuff. I personally don't, but I'm going to tell you, I have 7 Gucci's and I never bought them full price.
How much did you buy them for right around-ish?
I'd say I have a big, beautiful one that I will send pictures when I know how to send pictures, from $11, real ones, to $50. I have not paid more than 50. And these are hundreds of dollars in bags. So the ones that I keep because I am a bag whore. But the ones that I don't want to keep, I will sell.
I think
So
that's amazing.
it really is fun and you have to really like it. And when I have my tag sale and there's a picture of my house, of course, I had to crop it for my address, but all of my proceeds go to St. Jude's Hospital. It does not mean you guys have to do that. You could put a portion of it to your favorite charity. You can pay your bills with it. You can give your kids the money. I don't care. I'm not judging. Everybody has a reason to have extra money, and what they can do with it is their own personal business. So,
What is
for
your
now,
IG address? Or not your IG address, but if you could tell and spell your IG name out,
yes,
and tell people if you guys have any questions for Jane, this is
yes.
something that she's been doing for decades. This woman, as far as I know, other than being like Jesus's wife and really hot, she is said, I mean, this woman could take $1 and stretch it into like 2 days worth of food. I know this. I know
Uh,
this. I
well,
mean, she
I'm trying to well, first of all, I love this stuff. So I get up in the morning on a weekend in the spring. I make a list of all the tag sales that are going on in my area and I hit them one at a time. Boom, 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 boom. I find things for my kids. I find things for my house. I find things for me. And the things that I don't want, I will try to sell on the 3 platforms like eBay, Poshmark, Mercari. And the things that don't sell go into my tag sale. And remember, we're all women, most of us in this chat. We do
Mhm.
have closets filled with crap that we don't wear. So the first thing I could say, if anyone's interested in doing this, start small. Go to one drawer, go to one closet and say, this is a nice top. Have I worn it for 2 years? If you didn't wear it for 2 years, put it in a pile and just do it at your leisure. Little by little, you're going to have a pile of clothes that you never will wear again. You can start that way. Or you can go to your kitchen and you could say, well, I love these dishes, but do I ever really put them out? Do I really need them? No. If you don't, stick it in a pile. So You can all start little by little. You can make cash really quickly. And I would say, to make this real quick, so I don't want to bore anybody again, but
You're not boring anybody.
the best sellers for me are jewelry, costume jewelry, or silver, of course, gold, but be careful with gold. You're going to have
Right.
people like dealers. They come to you with their little magnifying glass. They will try to get gold from you for like $2. So they try to rip you off. Be careful.
Right.
But jewelry, clothes, handbags, perfume, brand new makeup, those are the things that sell. Baby clothes sell, but not so much, but whatever you got, it's going to sell. So I don't know if, yes, I see that Shy Shy says she gives old clothes to neighbors and friends. Beautiful. That's good karma. You're doing a
Yes.
great thing. I do donate a lot to people that need it. I give a lot to the Midnight Run, which is a organization that goes into New York City and gives to the homeless. So we all can do what we can do. Whatever you want to do, you can do. But it's a great way to make some cash. I know that people want to find a little side hustle, and this is a good way to make a little cash on the side without having a boss, without having anyone telling you what to do. You can do it at your own pace. And then, of course, if you want any suggestions of how to get started, how to advertise, how to price things, then I will help anyone that needs any help. So if anyone can go and look at Jen's tab, you can kind of take a good look at kind of how I set up like a jewelry table. I do it outside of my house and inside of the garage. Let's see. I also do a lot of housewares. You'll see one of the pictures has like a picture and picture frames and vases and, things that we accumulate. And believe me, your trash is someone else's treasure. You are all sitting on hundreds of dollars. So I
I don't
wonder,
think this computer chair is $100, but I did get it from Goodwill
right,
for, I got mine for 12, and then I've got one for Clint, and we got it
there
for
you
8.
go.
So,
Beautiful.
oh yeah.
Like, I love it. I love it. It's
Can you
a
give some of
great
the other
way.
hacks that is some things that you were saying, easy ways for people to make some cash? Maybe a 14 or a 15-year-old. Maybe these women
Yes.
have like a grandchild or a child that maybe they can put some money back.
Definitely. Well, if you love animals, you can put an ad on Nextdoor. Every town has one. It is for your immediate area. So, in other words, I can't go on Nextdoor in Ohio. I can't go to see Jen's area. She can't come to my area. So it's just your area. You can go on Nextdoor. You can say, I love dog walking. You can get 3, 4 dogs and you can make 20 an hour for each dog. And that's a good side hustle. You got to love dogs though. You got to have patience. I personally will probably get tangled up in the leashes and kill myself. So it won't be for me. But some people do love it. Also, house sitting an animal when people go away for vacation, they do need someone to come in, feed their cat, feed their dog, feed their bird, whatever it is. How do you find these jobs? Go on Nextdoor, offer your services, and you will find neighbors that will say, I'd rather have someone in my town take care of my dog than a stranger or putting the dog in a kennel. So
Oh yeah, absolutely.
that's another thing to do. So there's dog sitting, there's dog walking, there is child care. Now you have to really love children or else they'll drive you up a wall. I take care of a newborn. I take care of a 5-year-old boy. I love them. If you don't love children, that's not for you. It's just not for you, and that's cool. But I happen to love them because I throw them around and, I'm a crazy person. So I really
Not
do.
literally, she doesn't throw them around.
I actually do throw them around literally, and the parents look at me like, okay, the kid loves you. Do what you want with the kid as long as he stays alive. So, as long as the kid's alive, we're all good.
Hey, do you have like an insurance plan when you babysit? Do you like make them
Uh,
put like $60 down in case like a kid loses a tooth, or do you charge a little extra like if they have an accident on the floor, you know?
No, no. I
Oh.
I love children, and I really charge very little for taking care of children because I don't really need to work like that. I love to work like that. So it's really something, it's almost like these kids are my little support animals and I kiss them and hug them, and so no, I don't care if there's spit up in my hair. I don't care if there's diapers to be changed. All of it I love. I
Oh, I
have
used to charge for diaper changes.
You did? No, I
Yeah,
don't.
$2 for a poop, and I think I did the peas for free, but
Peas for free. That's funny.
well, I mean, look at the economy, bro. Like if I was gonna babysit, yeah, especially if I had to let the dog out and stuff like that, yeah,
I
I would be charging.
I
You
know.
gotta put insurance on your child.
I charge really for babysitting only 20 an hour, and I actually like to do their laundry and help out a little bit because these young couples now are different than when I was their age. They're mostly two partnered working people. Everyone is struggling. So I just try to help out in the house, and I don't care. They're like my family now, so it really doesn't matter. Um,
I'm gonna
but
go
there's
let
other,
Mia in. You have a Jane also does books. You wanna let them know about how you do books?
okay, so I went on Nextdoor, and I've been a bookkeeper for a million years, over 3 decades. So I went on Nextdoor and I said, I'm a bookkeeper that has X, Y, and Z, QuickBooks and this and that experience. I got a couple of people to answer the ad, and now I have clients for years. I have no schedule. I let them know when I have to come in, and they just let me. I do their medical claims, I do all of their bills, and a lot of them do not have QuickBooks or anything like that. I just do it longhand. It's fine. And it's a good way to make money, but you have to be experienced with that. So I would say if you don't have bookkeeping experience, you can be a personal assistant. You can go on Nextdoor and you could say, I am available to do grocery shopping, to take your elderly mom to the doctor, to do some personal assisting, like taking your things to the dry cleaners, taking your dog to the vet. People need help. Elderly people need help. So that's another thing that I do. Okay, wait, I'm reading the chat because I love when people answer my questions in chat. The personal aid work. That's right. My mom is 90 years old. I am the sole caretaker. I have to travel. It's a long story with that. I don't want to get into that now, but I have to hire aides to help when I'm not there. So if someone wants to make a little extra money and you adore the elderly like I do, except for my terrorist mother, long story. We won't get into that. Um, you could put an ad up and say, does anyone need any help with their parents, with shopping, with coming and helping prepare small meals, for light vacuuming? You're helping a family out. So, those are the kind of tips that I wanted to give, especially, hi, Julie. Hi, my little pecan baby doll. Um, if you want to start, I would say go to your closet, go to your drawer, like when you're watching a show, pull out a drawer and just go through your things one by one. And it's a slow process. You're not in any rush to do anything. And in a couple of months, spring will come. And then I can help you to start a small lawn sale. You could do it with a friend. You could do it with a neighbor. You will walk away with cash, I promise.
I think it sounds cool. Did you
It's
give
really
them
cool.
okay, what do I put as your IG name down here?
Okay, so, oh, and Jen, by the way, I got your picture of those dishes that you had. Gorgeous. They're sellable. I would want to
Really?
keep them. Yes, they're beautiful.
No, I
It,
want to sell them.
depression glass is a big seller. I don't know if yours, because I can't look at it up close, if it's real depression glass, but it's a beautiful glassware set. I would keep it if I were you, but if you want to get rid of it and one day you have a lawn sale or a garage sale, they're all the
Right.
same. Lawn sale, garage sale, tag sale, it's all the same. Um,
Does it count if Clint makes me depressed sometimes? Does it make a depressed class?
Poor Clinty, leave Clinty alone. Oh, you
Oh,
can go, Jen, you can go through his things because people like sports memorabilia. So if he has t-shirts or if he has hats that have teams on them, those sell also. So
that's
yes,
pretty
so
amazing.
it's really fun. And then I write that check to St. Jude's and I feel good. And it's tax deductible. Donations are tax deductible at the end of the year. So if you're writing a check to St. Jude's or to Cancer Society or to the Humane Society, that is tax deductible. Oh, one more thing, guys, and then I swear I'll let you go. I'm going to
You're
drop down.
fine. You're fine.
If you want to get more clothing, what I did, because I knew people were throwing clothes out in the garbage when they wanted to get rid of it, I put an
Wow.
ad up on Nextdoor and I said, donations collected. If you want to pick up, inbox me. I now pick up from my whole neighborhood and I tell them, if you're giving me brand new children's clothing, I'm going to hold it till Christmas and give to Toys for Tots. If you're giving me men's things, I'm going to give it to Midnight Run. Do I get your permission to sell the rest in my tag sale to give to St. Jude's? Or would you like me to donate it to the church? I do whatever they want. It's their stuff. Most of them say, Jane, do what the hell you want with it. So that's why I have so much inventory to sell, because a lot of people donate to me. They come to my tag sales. They're freaking lined up because I put good stuff out. I put racks up and tables, no mess, no piles to go through. You know, I make it like a little store. So I try to really make it fun for people. Oh, and during COVID, when no one can go near people, I had a tag sale by appointment only. And people would come with masks on. I would sit outside and I would let people go one by one into my garage and they would buy what they wanted, come out, give me the cash. And I sell things for nothing. I sell it for so cheap that there's no like bargaining, and it's all $3, $5, $10. And believe me, it adds up. And I did make $1,000 in cash in 2 days. 2 days. But I have a lot of stuff. So I'm not expecting everybody to do the same as me, but you can start slowly. And I love to help people make money. And I'll tell you why. Because life is so tough and divorces are tough. And women should always have a safety net. They should have a backup plan. And having money that has nothing to do with their relationship, their husbands, their wives, whoever they're with, I hate to say it, look out for yourself. Have money that's always in your name. And if you have children, put it in your name and your children. That way, if God forbid you get divorced, no judge in the world is going to say, oh, okay, let's give the husband the money that the wife put in the kid's name. But I don't want to get into finances today, but I promise you, women need a safety net. You need a safety net. You never know what's going to happen in life. Look what happened in COVID. We all lost our jobs at that time. So if you don't have a safety net, you're gonna be back against the wall. So anyway, that's all I have to say. If anyone has any questions, I'll stay on for a few minutes. On IG, you can reach me at Jane3. Wait a minute. What am I?
Jane
Cheryl,
Lee.
what am I, Cheryl? Oh, Jane
You're
Lee.
Jane Space Lee.
No, I think I'm Jane Lee 360. Yes,
Cheryl, can
Jane.
you write it down in the chat?
Okay, hold on. Let me do it.
I mean, you are her dot.
She's my dot, my baby girl. We never had one fight in 5 years, me and Cheryl. Not once.
Well, I must not have done my job well enough.
No, Cheryl is great. She has helped me a lot. We're friends outside of online. We talk on the phone, we FaceTime. Her husband knows me. I know him. She had a procedure done last year, a light procedure. He called me to let me know when she's out of the procedure. So, we've become very close. And I've become close with a few other people online, and you know, Jen and I are close and we talk about a lot of things, and it's not all about online. I don't care who she's friends with. I don't care whose panel she's on. I only ask, she's good to me, I'm good to her, and then do what the hell you want online. It has nothing to do with me. I don't care. But this was a good idea to just come online real quick. If this helps one person, even if you don't sell, you're being cathartic and getting rid of things you don't wear and don't use. You're making space for other good things to come into your life. So that's all I have to say for now. I don't know if anyone has any questions, but I love you all and I wish you all such a good, nice new year. And I'll drop down and be in chat, and we can all look at Jen's gorgeous face and we can take it from there.
I love you. And you
I
did
love you.
amazing. God,
Thank
what
you,
we had to do
sweetheart.
to get here today.
I know, right? I didn't know what I was doing. I was hitting buttons. I was being sent to the vortex. I didn't know what was happening, but we did it.
I love you. Thank you for coming
I
on.
love you. You could drop me down. I'll stay in chat.
Okay.
Okay, babies.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Well, hello. So that was good. So again, Jane's Instagram is listed above if you guys have any questions about how to make some extra dollars, or if you're thinking about donating and stuff like that. I think that's amazing. We have consignment shops like over in Ohio. Hey, Maria. And well, we have a place called Plato's Closet. So what I'll do is, if I'm not using anything of mine, I'll take it there, build up like a little bit of a credit. I actually got this Champion sweatshirt for I think it was $8, and you wash it. The jeans are good to get there because even though somebody's butt has been in them, at least you know they're not going to shrink. So there are tons of ways that you can make money. Tons of ways. And if you can't have the clothes, and if a consignment shop decides that they don't want to purchase them, I believe that there's a place that they can donate them. I'm not completely sure, but there are places. Actually, there are a few gas stations right now that have these big, huge boxes where you guys can just drop off clothing, food, anything like that. They have little places outside, like you would have a post office box, can drop off clothes there. So again, what Jane says is one man's trash could be somebody else's treasure. Just don't take your corner. I don't know if I can afford your corner. Jane is sincere. She really wants to help people make money. She's not just saying that. No. I've known Jane and Cheryl, I would say it's definitely been over 4 years. And Jane is about as real as you get. And even if you don't take her advice, she is one of the most kind people, smart people. I don't think this woman has had a day in debt. She's got great children, educated children. And honestly, she doesn't look a day over 31. And that's the truth. And I love you, Jane. And, if anybody, does need some help, Jane is a very patient person, and she will take the time to answer any questions that you guys have. And thank you so much for coming up, Jane. And by the way, Maria has a corner, and you guys cannot buy it. You can't take her corner. So, went to Dollar Tree today, and I found a sign. And what I did was, because now they do have the pink trees, and God forbid that lady told me that. And what I did is I covered it in a brown. So I have my glue gun heated up. Okay, Maria. So you can, I'm not really sure if I want to do a bow, but what I did get was I painted all of it brown, and I wanted to do a welcome sign. So you can hang it up like this way. So we have the welcome. Jane was showing help and kindness. Absolutely, she was. Oh, okay. I thought it said Malcolm. I'm like, no. Okay. So I got to make sure I have, and it's like a puppy sticker. It's like really, really cool. So let's talk some tea. I have this new thing. It's called Talking the Tea for 10 minutes. This could be any type of real life things that are going on. This could be about Maria. It could be about Maria. Another nice quote that Maria's had is, everything is Maria's fault. And I believe that now. Everything was my fault. I passed the torch on to her. Yes, it does have a lot of Dollar Tree stuff. I mean, Queen of O'Hare's been sending me a lot of stuff. So what I did was to get this welcome thing going. So do you guys remember the game Simon Says? Like when one person does something and then they're like, Simon says. So if I said, hey, everybody, Simon says, ask Jane to take your bra off. Then everybody would say, Jane, take your bra off. So, or they had the game that was fun, like telephone tag, or not telephone tag. It was like, so you have 5 people standing, and then let's say you have Cheryl, and then she whispers to Jane's ear and says, take your bra off. And then Jane whispers to, let's say, Clint's whatever. And then Clint says to me, you know, by the time Clint gets to me, he's like, your bra is red and don't ever take it off. And then let's say I go to Sylvia, who says, girl, I'm going to miss you. And then I say, hey, Flutterby. And then I add Sylvia to it, and she says something. By the time that it's been through 5 freaking people at the end of it, it's like Cheryl gave Jane her blue bra and Jane took it off. Why do I say this? Because it's always important to have receipts. It's been pretty challenging today. Shy Shy says she has floppy. You don't have floppy ones. Yeah. And it's kind of an analogy to real life. You tell one person something, by the time it gets down to 5 people, it has nothing to do with it. So, where am I at from here? Oh, so I went to the vascular doctor today, and he was really cool because when I got out of the hospital and they found out that I had that, I have been with my bestie since New Year's Eve, so I only know a tiny bit of what happened. That said, Jen, I'm really sorry how you were treated and what's been brought up. I think you're doing amazing. I don't care. I don't care anymore. I've come to the thing. It's kind of like an analogy. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. You can't. You can lead floppy boobs to a bra, but it still won't get held up. Clint just wrote me and said it was a mistake. I wonder what was the mistake. Oh, I did want to show you guys something. I have to get it resized, but Clint did something really, really nice for me. He's been paying it off and stuff like that, and he's almost done paying it. And I have to get it resized because I lost a little bit of weight, but I did want you guys to see it. And it may not have the most diamonds in it, but it was very important to him because my other ring, I flushed it down the toilet. And I believe it was on, I think Terry Lynn, wherever she is, you can ask her. She was really, really mad. So I like this ring because I have the tattoo underneath it. And he's really been working his butt off for it. And I didn't think that I was going to get it. And the person that did know about it was Jane. I was on the phone with her when he brought it in. And Clint is so awkward about stuff. He brought it to me, and this is how I did it. And at first I was like, that is your proposal? So he brings it to me and he goes, I have something for you. And I was like, I didn't know what it was. And then he goes, and he handed it to me. And I was like, oh, it's my ring. So that's what it looks like. And this is the only ring I want. I don't want another ring. And I love this little, just because it's a little flimsy one, it doesn't matter because he gave it to me with love. And he could have given me a string with a rock on it and I still would have loved it. Thank you. Thank you guys. And you know, the one that I picked out, it was super cheap and I really, really loved it. And I showed him one and I said, this is the one I want after another 5 years. And then he got the one that was after another 5 years. So I love the plastic rings. I'm just really proud of them. Oh, you know what's really weird? Thanks, Dreamsicle. Is the sticker says we're getting married. Wow. Thank you. We've been through a lot. A lot of people know that. And I just hope the people that are a little, what I would say, manipulated by a situation that happened, what I'm hoping is maybe someday somebody might come in and take a peek and say, wow, she's really doing a lot better. In February, it'll be 5 years. And fun fact, he was married when we got together, but we did not seal the deal until it's like 6 months down the road, just so you know. But we started talking, nobody knows this, we started talking in November of 2019. And if everybody knew the real thing, you guys would understand it, I would hope. But 2019 in November. So he really, really helped me out. So it's been about 5 years. Well, yeah, February, it'll be 5 years. And yes, I know every dimple on his butt. I do. And I know where his freckles are, every single one of them. And I hope it will. My main thing is unifying. Whether it be, and you know, I was talking, yeah, we've been through a lot. You know, and his sobriety is something he's taken a lot serious. And, you know, and I remember when he got down, or got up, was it got down or got up? I don't know. And his sobriety is something that means so much to him. That's one of the things I hate so much about the show and everything like that is, and you guys know this, you know, the stigma about it. If somebody gets skinny, automatically you're using, or if you look a little disheveled, automatically you're using, you don't get enough sleep, automatically you're using, a certain show, automatically you're still using. And that's one of the main things I think that Clint gets so agitated about and why he stepped back from YouTube and stuff. And his mom was able to verify this. I've never used drugs, not a day in my life, never. Unless somebody slips something really mean or nice in a drink of mine, I've never, ever done drugs. And that's one of the main reasons, like I said, that Clint doesn't really like to be a part of this because I've never, well, wait. If I ever did have a problem with something, it was benzodiazepine, but I only took what was prescribed, but nothing else other than that. And the reason why is, and anybody that's ever had a drug or alcohol problem, please understand, I have a newfound respect for that. I used to be that person was just like, whatever. I never realized how many people, I asked Clint, I said, why did you do that so much? You know what he said? He said it made him not have to feel. You know how horrible I felt? So when, other people thought that I had been doing it or that Clint and I were, never, ever, never. Right. The show's really changed. The show has really, really changed. Clint's taught me a lot. I mean, when I first met him, it was like, I don't know. He used to get on like, I don't know what I would do in my life without him, honestly. Like, he drives me nuts. But like at the end of the day, I don't know. Like, why would you want to start over with somebody? Like, people thought he was really going to be on the show again. I was like, no, And I do truly believe that a lot of people that have been on that show, well, I can say this for a few of them, what you guys see on the show is not what it is. It's truly not. I never have either. And I hate to say, because do you guys remember? Yeah, it was somebody had a little a name for it. They called it Jen's Little Red Pea Cup. Do you guys remember when I took that test? Oh my God. I mean, honestly, there's some things I found out after a very important person had passed away. I did not realize that possibly they had been in the depths of addiction because I didn't know. And I really, really, really am saying to people that I was so ignorant to it. Bullshit. That's what I think it's really. I would have loved to seen Clint on like Dancing with the Stars. How do you think Clint would have done on Dancing with the Stars? Yes, hit the like button for me. Julie sees a pussy. Cat. Okay, so these are actually, I think if Sophie's still in here, I think Sophie would like something like this because it's kind of, I know she likes a lot of the same like, country stuff a little bit, which is cool. But that's what I have so far. And what I did is I mixed brown paint with a little bit of white paint. So honestly, this was super easy. Another thing that I'm wanting to do. Oh, I was never on a show. He was, not me. No, never. Never, ever, ever. One time when I worked at a bakery, when I was 14, there was some lunatic that was doing bad things with things they draw your blood with. They were going around injecting and doing not great things. Absolutely. I wouldn't have known him if it wasn't for the show. I had serious questions about somebody that is no longer in my life, and I didn't understand certain behaviors. And I didn't even tell anybody. I didn't even realize until somebody told me. I said, I didn't bring up I was talking to him, but it wasn't anything romantic. I swear to God, it really, really wasn't at first. And actually, if you guys really want to know when we actually did something is when I think it's when I met Amber, actually. Love After. Plus, he was on The Bachelor. Kidding. Okay, so I'm putting some little signs on it. It says celebrate with us. They're little itty bitty signs like this. But one thing I did want to comment on, and I really don't care if like other creators agree with this, I do my best because E11 had a really powerful live today, and I went in and saw it, and she was pretty upset, rightfully so. You know, and we have some creators on here, and there are certain people that go, but when you're going just to be a butthole because somebody else is going, you're a butthole. And that's what I'm going to leave it at that. I remember when you flushed your ring. Yes, I did. I flushed it. I was being a butthole. I did. I flushed the ring. And that's why he was like really weird about getting it. That's why I didn't think I was going to be getting it so soon, Cheryl. Oh, like that guy, I called a guy yesterday a pissant. He was being a butthole. So, what are your guys' thoughts about, let me think. What can we talk about today? See, Jane, I thought you were going to be up here. Jane Lee, you never told me about the ring. The holidays really bring out the crazy. It's not the crazy, it's freaking the rudeness. Okay, Julie. It's the thirst to make money. It's what it is. You know, you never know what a true friend is anymore. And, you know, like if I were to go out in public and go, you know, this or that's going on, you know, they'd be like, where do you know this person? Like back in the day, the bee, I'd be like, yeah, the bee won't leave me alone. Oh, people were looking at me like I was damn insane. It's been hectic here with a full house. But, you know, one of the things that I absolutely would not change is like last night I talked to Brenda. Brenda was watching a replay and she was texting me, you know, and we talked last night. And I'm very lucky. Like I have my pecan women, you know, Jane's got Cheryl, Julie's come back, wherever Rochelle is, Raquel, I miss her. Angela Lee, unfortunately, isn't with us anymore, but she will always be a fellow pecaner. And it was just a really small group of us. And then the small group kind of branched away and then became like this other totally new group. But what's cool is like I would consider Jane and Cheryl like an OG because they've been around. They know how to talk the tea and stuff like that. Maria's an OG. Brooke's an OG. Queen of O'Hara's been around. Angela was beautiful. She was a wonderful person. She was a wonderful mother. It's amazing. I was looking at her text, and her and I had met, was it March or November of 2020? I don't remember. I'd have to look. And some of the things that she wrote me were so freaking prophetic. Stuff that she wouldn't have even known that would have happened, and it happened. Yeah. It's sad. There shouldn't be people in the bushes. I think there are people in the bushes because they don't want to be known. There are people in the bushes because they probably are scared. And there are people in the bushes because they're doing work for other people and waiting for 2.5 hours listening to incessant booty chatter so they can record it and make money off of it. So, but not all of them, not all the creators. I believe that some of the creators, they're doing it in good intention. Some of the creators just sending people in to record or they're recording. Yeah, she passed away at the beginning of the month is what I'm getting. Actually, I don't think that she would mind this. I'd like to read a few things that Angela wrote to me. Did you unblock Snoozy? I'm coming back to IG. Which Susie? But one thing actually that I would like to speak about is somebody else that was very, very important to me. And she is a woman who has been gone. And only a select amount of us, like Vault, Brooke, Maria, And we knew her. And she had a great family. And I don't want to mention her name, but I did hear somebody refer to her as that lady. And that lady had a heart this big. That woman would go out every morning. And she, I don't know what it was called, but you would stand up and you would paddle with it. And we used to joke all the time. I know it's kind of weird, but I would say, hold on. Hello? Yeah. No, I wasn't. I got to finish this up. I'm talking about Kathy. Can you get me a drink? Yeah, it went good. All right. Is everything okay? Just Coke Zero. Just something with no caffeine, okay? Please. Okay. I love you. All right. Bye. She was a really good person. And yeah, it was paddleboarding. And honestly, I wouldn't have said anything because her name keeps getting thrown around. And I'm still not going to say her name. She had a wonderful husband. And she told me to stick together with somebody that I'm not friends with anymore. And she was kind and she was loving. And I'm sure if Brooke and Maria and other people were in here, they would say the same thing. Because she's about as precious as everybody's kids. We shouldn't be talking about the deceased. It's nobody's business. And she was a great mom. A great friend. It's not anybody's business about what happened. And I see that now because I was a little mistaken on the funds and stuff like that. And I definitely would apologize to Vault and Brooke. But even if there were no finances or anything involved, I don't think that any of us would have traded that woman for 1 cent. The last time that I talked to her, I got to talk to her son. And she didn't just get things handed to her. She was telling me we used to talk about the recipes for ramen. And I think Brooke may have talked to her very soon before she passed too. And Clint really loved her. So she wasn't just that lady. And I think that the more that people talk about people, that doesn't give their souls and their spirits the ability to fly where they need to be. So if I could implore anybody, because we all loved her, Maria validated that. Leave the deceased alone. She was an angel. And whether everybody deserved her in their life, in my opinion, 1 or 2 didn't. But all of us women, we loved her a lot. And sometimes we had to tell her no because she always wanted to help us out so much. So, yeah, I'm not going to say her name because I'm not like that. But she definitely wasn't that lady. Maria, thanks for confirming that. I just wish that people would leave the deceased alone because she was every bit part of this community too. Phew. So I think that's my 10 minutes of talking the tea. It just absolutely astounds me. The stuff that people will say to get paid for cash. I don't like it. Hey, Judge Shady. We had a Judge Judy around here. Now we got a Judge Shady. Am I a shady lady? So I'm done with the tea. If anybody has anything else to say, basically, clean up your own backyard. Don't go messing up somebody else's stuff. Don't be a hypocrite. I said this to a creator 2 weeks ago who's still getting on my last damn nerve. And I'll say this to anybody. You don't want nothing. You don't want no crap. Don't shovel the shit. Because I did. And, oh, it came back tenfold. Tenfold. Whatever. So I had an appointment today with the vascular doctor, and I went in and saw him, and he was amazing. Because when I had gotten out of the hospital, I found out I had a few things wrong. Result of drinking so much freaking pop. Now I'm lucky if I just get like a Coke Zero. Actually, I told Clint to go get me one. And because it's for money. And it's disgusting. Puppers is still teething, and last night, fun fact, but not so fun fact, she gnawed on Clint's nipple. Jane, the doctor said I could have one today. And I think he got the Polar Club. So he looked at my splenic aneurysm. I did not know they had found it back in 2018. Nobody had told me that. And what I had found out was there's something protective over it. And I didn't realize it was so bad. But this last summer, I had gotten into a car accident last July. And I just started not feeling so good. I was dizzy all the time. I was getting all these tests. Nobody could figure out what was wrong. So I went to the hospital because they did a CAT scan on my belly. And they thought my aneurysm was bleeding. So I was in the hospital for 3 days. So what I have is it's called arthrosclerosis or something like that. And what it is, I have it as a younger person, but as you get older and stuff like that, basically it's like a pipe. And if you don't eat right and stuff like that, what it does is it like creates a plaque and stuff like that. So I was diagnosed with that. And it's like in my subclavian and my aorta. But here's the thing. So he looked at the splenic aneurysm today, and it actually kind of looked cool. But it was the tip of my finger. That's what the size was of it. Thank you, SM. God, it's been a while. I think SM's been a player, been around for a while. So he asked me, do you plan on having kids? I said, I'm 46. I guess some people like have kids at 46 or something. And I said, no, I'm on birth control, blah, 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 all that weird stuff. But what they think is the cause of it is pregnancies. So I'm very, very blessed because the accident, all the cigarettes I was smoking. Yeah, I have discontinued 2 people. Some people want to get help. Some people just don't give a shit. So basically I have the mild version. He's very happy with my progress and everything. The only thing that's kind of big that I would have to get done is to get my spleen removed. So I'm not really sure what's going on with my kidneys right now. The EGFR, it went from 25 down to 22 functioning wise. Hey, baby. I showed everybody my ring.
Oh, did you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I put this ring over it because I can't get ready for it.
Oh my God.
Give me a kiss. I'm kidding. Give me a kiss. Okay.
Last time.
Okay.
Oh
Okay.
my God.
I'm kidding. They said good job, Clinton. Okay, one more.
Thank you.
One more.
I gotta get the rest of the stuff up.
Hey, can I put you down for a time slot to fill me up later? Fill me up, fill me up, not fill me up. Oh my God. Thank you guys. So yes, I am on top of it. I've been able to get my blood pressure down and stuff like that. So they said the ortho whatever was definitely caused by the cigarette smoking and stuff like that. And I did quit smoking October 5th, I think it was. Yeah, it was October 5th. And it's a bitch. It's a bitch. But, and I asked him, I said, am I going to live a decent life? Like and I said, someday I want to be a Nana. Yeah, Sarah quit it with me. And he was really nice because the first vascular doctor I saw, he's just like, oh, you have an aneurysm. I never saw him again. But the guy that I saw today actually showed it to me. And it's not even near 2 centimeters where they could do anything for it. And I told him I want to be a Nana someday. And he said if I could take care of myself, he said that he's seen people in this situation a lot. So again, like I said, when there are people that have it worse than me, they have it worse than me. But I would definitely implore anybody that if you are smoking, I know it's like it was hard for me to quit drinking pop, like with caffeine and stuff in it. But if you can quit smoking, if I could quit smoking, and I was up to 2 packs a day, then you can do it. And the only time I smell cigarettes is when Clint kisses me. Other than that. So if Clint keeps smoking, then I'm going to be the one wiping his butt first. Yep. I told Clint, I said, you want to hang out with the big dogs. I want to live. I want to make people proud of me. That's what I want. I want people that don't even like me to look at me and say, you know what? I don't like that skank bitch, but at least she's trying. Hey, Miss Liability. Like I said, nobody thought that I would ever have a relationship again with my stepmother. I do. I can sympathize. I used to hate her. Everybody knew that. I had to think about how she felt, with not having my dad in her life. So I reached out to her and, I think there's a few scragglers that may have known a little too much about my life and my breakdown that are educating one person we call said ignorant. So no, there's a few people that are still dangling the puppet strings, but they're not mine. I cut those. I just want to be a Nana. What are some more things on my bucket list? I really, really, really want to volunteer at the shelter, and Clint's like not wanting me to do it. But I don't know, after this puppy, I don't think that I'm going to want to take home 50 million dogs. Hey, Sarah. Sarah, I have a question. If my memory serves me well, when Maria and I were skipping amongst wildflowers and butterfields, were you a mod for me for a while? I want to say I thought I had you as a mod. And if I didn't, let me know. So bada boom, bada bing. I'm actually going to hang this in my living room. It used to be a Valentine's Day welcome sign. I painted it brown. And that's what you have. Now, what I'm going to do is I have this leftover stuff. I'm going to make some bows. And thank you. I appreciate people that have seen that I've changed. And as much as people think there's a difference between fishing for a compliment. Yeah. And whoever it is on Reddit, actually, yes, you did. However, I started charging to mod. What are your pay rates? Because Maria's got me making monthly payments to her corner. I mean, we've all come a far way. A lot of us have. And I know it can be confusing for people that watch from the bushes, or maybe had found us through like the KJ community or the 90-day community, or we have a few scragglers from the Love After Lockup community. Then you have the crazy Jen went to Folsom Prison, community. And everybody just kind of got, mishmashed. 29 cents an hour. Put me down, girl. Yeah, put me down. $29. But unless somebody's wrote a biography, and they should call it Community Cliff Notes, you're going to have to read up on that to find out all the key players and all the things that happened and how everything was Maria's fault, or how some of us who got monetized first. I am a little congested. Clint was sick and he gave it to me. And that's the only thing that no, I didn't go to prison, but I was incarcerated. And thank God, I was like, ooh, I was definitely cuckoo. But I learned a few things when I was there. And I wouldn't wish for anybody to ever go there. And it was my one time, my only time. No, I didn't go to prison. No, I just say Folsom because I watched the Johnny Cash movie and they were drinking, was it urine? Was it pee in the water? It was something brown in the water. No, I wasn't in prison. I got to remember some people did. No, I wasn't in prison. No, I'm joking. But I did learn that you can use tampon strings and do your eyebrows or some shit like that. I don't know. I never even went to juvenile detention. I didn't even know what juvenile detention was, guys. To be honest with you, I have really, really, really bad panic disorder. And I have to say, thank God I did not have one panic attack. And my mind was so freaking like cuckoo bad that, yeah, there were people that had a lot of panic attacks or people that were like, I need to go. It was bad. It was bad. But you learn about respect. And if the more respect that you give somebody else, I don't care what anybody says, the more respect they'll give back to you. And as much as people say that police officers and guards don't care and stuff like that, yes, they do. They do. It is always Maria's fault. Everything that's ever happened is Maria's fault. Every headache I get is Maria's fault. What happened today that was definitely Maria's fault? I woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning and no, I think it was 7. Was it 6 or 7? I just kept hearing, it was somebody outside and they were like cackling. And I thought for a second that it was a witch. And I was like, no, it can't be that. It was like Halloween. And it was some god awful noise. It was like a laughter, like a hyena, like, ha, ha, ha. And it was so bad. And then like this hyena starts talking like mad shit on a bunch of people. Then I shut my window. I went back to sleep. And guess whose fault it was? Maria's. Can you learn to cook in jail? Because we all have Maria in. I did not have anything to do with that kind of stuff. Like they had a day where it was like commissary day or something. But there were 3 ladies that got me a commissary box, and I was so messed up because, like I said, April 17th was like every single freaking day to me. But I didn't realize that when you get commissary, that you should not give it out to everybody. And on God, like I was taking, there's like ramen in it, and God, I would have to call this person, remember everything. And I was just giving it to people, and they were like, "No, don't do that. No, don't do that." I did. Hey, so what? It was bad. I would recommend for it. I didn't even know. I just, no. Whitney's here. Hey, Whitney. So what? You bought a pair of shoes. Something, 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 something. I owe you. Actually, you know what? Let's play a song because all I have to do is edit it out. So let's play a song.
Power on. Bluetooth pairing.
To all those people that like telephone tag, that laugh like hyenas. Hey, Whitney. That wake up with a chip on their shoulder and go to bed with 2 chips on their shoulder. That have no idea what the whole game of life is in these communities. And again, shout out to Reddit, because people in Reddit have been really cool. There's only 2 accounts that I don't like, and I don't want to say that because they'll post and they'll say something horrible about me. So let's go ahead and play a song. Go ahead and we'll close in prayer. Father God, thank you for our day. Thank you for everything in our day. Thank you, Jane, for coming in. She really helped us out. Please watch out everybody in the community and the 2 women that are with you. Please send them hearts and love. And please watch over Maria, God, because everything is her fault. And forgive us for our sins. In our heavenly precious name we pray. Amen. So let's play a song. I love this.
Power off.
Hey, Clint. Blocked Whitney. See, it's not hard to block who you don't like. How could you not like Whitney? Well, I can understand why you can't like Whitney, because you know what? I shaved my back because Whitney told me to. Well, I could see how some people may not like Whitney. I like Whitney. Okay. So we're going to play a song. Hey, Clint, can you Bluetooth us to that speaker, please? This is for all the people that have been around, the OGs, shall I call you. We've had our ups. We've had our downs. Maybe at one time we've been docs, shall we say. Maybe we've caught a job sometime in our life. But what I will say is, reading Reddit, some of us have been around. And in my situation, we've been through my cup of gins. We went through my dad dying. We went through my mother passing away. In the midst of that, we had little areas where we were having fun. I started shaving my back because of Whitney. Whitney's been around for a long time. How I met Maria, I don't remember, but Maria and I, we've been through a lot, but there are a lot of lives that we did, which were really freaking funny. Really funny. So, Clint, can you play this real quick? And there were times that were really sad. Yes, and I'm also known for shaving Shy Shy's front bits. What are front? Hey, Clint,
What?
you want to look at my front bits?
What's the front bit?
What's a front bit? Okay, can you attach this to the speaker, please? And I will be getting a microphone, so it won't sound so bad when I play music. But this is the song for, shall I call it, the OGs and future OGs. And we don't say subscribers. Y'all are part of our crazy, zany freaking thing. And a shout out to Reddit for remembering that I got somebody to steam their lady bits, shall we call them. So I need the clean version. I'll be right back. It's on.
You're gonna like what I ordered you.
Did you order me the toy?
No, I didn't order you a toy.
It comes in 3 different colors. I needed to ask Miss Sam which one she thought would go with my underwear the best. Okay. All right. Wait. This is bad. This is bad. I should have had this already prepared. Okay. This is the song that describes me to a T, if I can find the clean version. and for all the other OGs that I've laughed with, that I've cried with. Yes, when I was insane, I ripped off my mother's cathedral pendant, and I truly thought that Maria had passed. I truly threw Maria a funeral. I thought that Clint had passed. I thought that everybody in the world did a horrible certain thing to me. It was a really, really rough time. So, again.
Settlement money now. We'll work with your attorney and
May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? Will the real Slim Shady please stand up? I repeat, will the real Slim Shady please stand up? We're gonna have to fight.
All that, but you never seen a white person before. Jaws up on the floor, like panic, like Tommy just burst in the door and started whooping her ass. Bursting before they first
For the
before
OG.
throwing her over furniture. It's the return of the. Oh wait, no way, you kidding? He didn't just say what I think he did he? And Dr. Dre said nothing, you idiots. Dr. Dre said it's locked in my basement. Feminist women love him and them. Shake it, Slim Shady. I'm sick of him. Look at him walking around, grabbing it, you know what, flipping it, you know who.
Yeah, but he's so cute though.
Yeah, probably got a couple of screws up in my head loose, but the worst of what's going on in your parents' bedroom. Sometimes you want to get on TV and just let loose, but can't. But it's cool for Tom Green to hump a dead move. My mom is on your lips, my mom is on your lips, and if I'm lucky, you might just give it a little kiss. And that's the message that we deliver to little kids, and expect them not to know what a woman is. Of course they're gonna know what it is. By the time they hit fourth grade, they got the Discovery Channel. Don't they? We ain't nothing but mammals. Well, some of us cannibals, other people open like cantaloupes. But if we can hunt dead animals and antelopes, then there's the reason that a man and another man can't elope. But if you feel like I feel, I got the antidote. When you wave your pantyhose, sing the chorus and it goes. Slim Shady, yes, I'm the real Shady. Or you were the Slim Shady, so just imitating.
Please stand up. Okay, Shy, what would you like to hear? Thank you, Flutterby. I feel like I have. I turned this off early because of Shy, but that's kind of how I feel. For real. It has been a long, long path. And all I can hope is at the end of the day. No, it's okay. What song do you guys want to hear? Or actually, do we have anybody that's going to be going live soon? I know somebody that has been going live when I do, but breaking that. Will the real Jen Bailey please stand up? I repeat. Anyway, so I want everybody to have a good day. I have to help Clint put away the groceries and stuff like that. I can grab Puppy really, really quick. Come here. You want to see Shy? Will the real Puppy please stand up? So, if you guys haven't seen her, this is Marley. I got Marley, God, I think it's been about a month ago. Little itty bitty thing. She is into everything. I've found out from Scotland that I believe it was Scotland, said that she's going to be teething for the next, she's going to start biting me right now. She's never this nice all the time, though. This isn't how she is at night. But what I do like on her is watch. This is what I like. And Mia's looking at me. She's like, look at this. She likes eating my hair, but look at those paws. She has paws to die for. See that? See? Here. Oh, yeah, where she's going for my trousers. Oh, we got Queen of O'Hare and Sarah Z already getting the second base. So there's a phone number. You dial 988 for the National Suicide Prevention Hotline. Even if you're feeling suicidal or not, there is somebody non-biased and anonymous that will speak to you on the phone as long as you need them. Again, they will stay on the phone with you as long as you need, and they will offer help. There are other places that you can call. Turn your insurance card over. If you look at your insurance, whether you pay in or it's government insurance, there is some kind of plan. And there are also places outside of having insurance, and they will help you out for mental health. All you have to do is pick up the phone and call somebody, and somebody will direct you, whether it's a caseworker. If you have government insurance, go to your job and family services. They will give you a caseworker to help you out with things like that. Sarah says, we have hit some home runs. But protect your mental health, because chances are, I mean, it's just not something to joke with. And again, maybe, I know my cousin wants to come back up, and we wanted to talk about substance abuse and stuff like that. And again, to anybody that has had substance issues and stuff like that, I'm sorry that I didn't get to know you better and just kind of like, fell into the stigma. She has Great Danes. Do you still have, you have the Great Dane, right, ambulance girl? Okay. So I'm going to get off here. This was a great day. Again, thank you, Jane Lee. To all the people that are just coming in. Hopefully there's somebody doing a live tonight. And y'all have a great day. Again, thank you. Just too. Peace and chicken grease, guys.